Hey, hello. I'm Caroline, the original Dragon Lady, and welcome to Dragon HQ and the Dragon Studio. I thought on this video that I would talk about the misconceptions of dragons. Many people, or they are perceived as being these awful, ferocious, fire-breathing, maiden-stealing, gold-hoarding beasts. And they're angry and vicious and stroppy and unapproachable and all the other things that we think of as dragon. Being unpleasant and generally bolshy and grotty, really. And I'd just like to sort of address the balance, really. I've worked with dragons now for about 15 years, and it really couldn't be further from the truth. I've always found them to be direct, certainly, straightforward, absolutely, but they love us as human doings, which is their name for us. And all they want to do is work with us like angels, guides, power animals, whatever, spirit animals. They want to work with us and support us in very much the same way, and to sort of allay some of these misconceptions we have about them. They do come in on a different vibration or different frequency to that of the angels and so on, and guides, because there is a denseness to it that you don't get with the other energies. But they're nothing to be afraid of. They're not these awful beasts that we have in fables and myths and legends of the UK and Europe. It really, really couldn't be further from the truth. I really wonder where those stories came from. Really, those legends came from. If you guys have got any ideas or have any knowledge on that, I'd love to know where it came from and why we have this thing here in the UK, particularly of dragons being really quite so vile. My understanding and experience of dragon is that they're here to support us, to help us grow. The big lesson, certainly at the moment, and it's been probably the biggest lesson for the last 15 years that I've worked with them, although it's starting to shift gear now, is about us being centered and grounded. Dragons have a real love of mindfulness. They call it no mind, but they have this real passion for getting us as human doings to be. Do you see the connections that are going on here? To be quiet, to be still, to listen, but not listen with our ears, but to listen with our heart and our guts. To listen to our own internal dialogue, to listen to ourselves and become aware of our incessant mind chatter. And when we can quieten that mind chatter, we have a connection to our internal self, which is the powerhouse of who we really are. And that's been a lot of the dragon's teachings for all the years that I've worked with them. That is slowly starting to change, and they have much more work to do with us. But you know the saying, stop and smell the roses, or wake up and smell the coffee. That's what dragons are here to teach us, because both of those phrases correlate to mean stop, be still, take a breath, press pause, whatever phrase you wish to put upon it. And when we do that, we are able to connect to ourselves. We have a deeper understanding of ourselves. And because the dragons are here, I suppose the denseness of them is here because the work they have to do. Because they're here to help us release fear, let go of judgment, let go of fear, but also understand what those things are, what they're about. What do they teach us? Because they always teach us something. And this is another part of dragons. This topic is vast. I could talk for hours and hours and hours and not cover it all. So the key things that the dragons teach us is to just be quiet and go within, and to learn to listen, and to listen to our inner self, and then connect to our intuition, but also to ground and be properly present. Because when we let go of or understand the judgments, the fears, or whatever's going on for us on an emotional level, we have a much deeper relationship with ourselves. We understand ourselves much better. And I guess that's why the dragon's energy is that bit heavier, because it's heavy stuff. They're doing the heavy lifting. They're trying to get us to clear some of this old, whether it be karmic or ancestral, whatever it is. And that's why possibly the dragon's energy feels heavier than the other spirit beings that we're used to being with. I often get asked, have dragons had a physical existence on Earth? And my answer has always been, no, I don't believe so. But I was doing a talk a couple of nights ago to a group on Zoom, and the same question came up, and I was just about to say, no, I don't believe dragons have had a physical experience here on Earth, or a physical existence here on Earth, when they came in and said, actually we have. So I don't know what that's about. If any of you guys have got anything on that, I'd love to hear your views and your thoughts and comments. My understanding has always been that they are an energy body, so an etheric body, if you like, and they're from a different dimension to here. But yeah, they do have a connection to the dinosaurs. I absolutely feel and know that. So that there is a connection to the dinosaurs, and I do wonder if there's maybe pterodactyls have some. Well, there is a connection with them and pterodactyls, but yeah, I wonder if prehistoric times, whether they did actually walk the earth. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. So this is literally just a quick video to pop on and say, and just trying to put to bed some of the fears and anxieties we have around working with dragon. They are direct, they are straightforward, they have an amazing sense of humour. They don't take prisoners, as it were. If you're being a prat, they'll tell you you're being a prat. But they're also incredibly encouraging and incredibly supportive. They aren't fluffy. They are in no way fluffy. But their mission, their job, their role is to help us as human doings. And we are in incredibly difficult, challenging times globally at the moment. And that's been on, I guess it's been through every century. But they've chosen now to come in greater numbers than they've been in the past, to work with us, support us and guide us. And that's what they're here to do. They're not here to scare the pants off us. They're not here to steal our kids or our wives or anything else and burn our fields. They're here to help us grow and connect more deeply with ourselves, but also the planet. That's another thing. They're here to help us connect to this beautiful place that we call home of Mother Earth, and urge us to protect her. Again, it's a huge topic, and I just wanted to come on and say, if dragons have appeared to you, because quite often dragons, that again is shifting, but certainly in the early days you didn't choose dragon, dragon chose you, and they suddenly tip up in a meditation or a middle of a Reiki treatment or something like that, and you have this whacking great dragon, and what do I do with you, and why are you here, and your energy's a bit it's just to say you've got nothing to be afraid of. They're here to support you, to guide you, and help you become the best physical human version of you. And from that then leads on into the advanced spiritual development, because they cover all bases. The dragons cover absolutely, from my opinion and my experience of the last few years, last 15 years, they cover every possibility and eventuality. Nothing gets left unturned with the dragons. So if they've tipped up and you're thinking a bit, oh, I don't know what to do about you, and I have a lot of these conversations and emails and things with people, and when I'm doing one-to-one sessions and things, they've got your back. The energy is different and you need to be grounded. And I discovered a few years ago there's grounding, which is normal grounding for normal spiritual work, and then there's the dragon type of grounding, which is far deeper, because it's the only way you can hold their power, because they are powerful. And that's possibly why there's another reason possibly why there's that denseness or that heaviness to their energy that you don't get with the other spiritual beings. So anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts. It's just a quickie from me. Big love from all of us here at Dragon HQ. I look forward to doing some more videos and catching up with your comments and whatever. Bye for now.